Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode we are going to be putting the CZ457 MTR up against the Ruger RPR rimfire precision once again. This time we're going to be using some better ammo. I've got some Eley Team and I've got some Eley Match. I still need to figure out what works in both of these guns really. Welcome to Man Time. Alright, so in that last shooting video with these two competition precision guns, I was using cheaper ammo because that's, what was available at the store. Now it's like, hunting online, trying to find actual good target or match ammunition, I guess it's called. So being new to this, I don't know a whole lot about anything, so I do know that lots seem to matter, so I've got some Eley Team. This is lot 1057. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do 5 rounds to season the barrel and get it zeroed. And then I'm going to do 3 5-shot groups with each rifle. Last time I noticed I wasn't really telling a whole lot about the CZ457, so I will do that in this video. I'm going to get these magazines loaded up. I'm going to get the camera rolling downrange. So we're going to have video of the target as it's being hit with the 3 5-round groups, and we'll just go kind of top to bottom on the target here. So let me get these loaded up, and I'll talk about the rifle as I'm going through and shooting here. All right, so I promise I will get better at the video editing on this type of stuff. It's a little new for me, but this is a whole lot of fun. Especially now, I'm working on the barn door, but it's getting a little too hot. And it's going to be like a little bit of work in the morning, and then I can do some of this just to stay acclimated to the heat, that type of thing. But, alright, CZ457. I've got an Arkin SH4J Gen 2 on top of it here. I've got some levels on it. Victor grippy cheek rest, and I found that Line Gear bipod on eBay for like 130 bucks, really nice. So hopefully we can start shooting some good groups today. Let's get to it. Top left, 50 yards. Well, that's a first. That looked like a pretty good group on that last one, like a 0.3 or something. Yeah, I'm looking for anything under like a ½ an inch. I guess I would consider good, as I've not found any ammo that this rifle really likes so far. So that was pretty good. And Team, it is a little expensive. 15 bucks, 16 bucks a box of 50, something like that. I'm hoping it's going to shoot that better than the Match. The Match is about $1 more a box, so I mean, not terribly different there. But let's get switched over and go to the Ruger RPR. I've got the mags loaded up. We'll get the camera reset and go ahead with that one. So All right, you know what? I'm gonna ditch the match-to-match like scope thing. This has 24 power, so I'm dialing up to 24 power. I actually ordered another scope for that one after shooting it again. The crosshairs are blurry, like when you're trying to get it focused in, and I just ordered the same scope, 329, 339 off of Amazon. Yeah, I'm done with that one. I've got a regular 1022. I'm gonna sight it in at 50, set it by the door, and leave it with that scope on it. Forget about it. Okay, so I'm five season groups in. I'm dialed up to 24. Let's see what the match can do. So I'm on Eley match, 50 yards, lot 1044. If you can find this stuff, you know, good luck. All right. Let's see here. Still parallaxed at 50. This scope is just so much better. So much better. So, anyways, dialed right in, and now the wind picks up. Let me let the wind calm down just a minute here. Let's go. If it picks up like that again, I'll just stop. One more. 1, 2. Okay. Outsiders. Okay, well, hard to tell too much up here from what this was doing with the 12 power, but it looks like they were performing pretty good. This may have edged it out a little bit. I couldn't really tell. When I get down there and look at the group, I'll be able to tell a little bit more. But last round is going to be the last lot of Eley match that I have, 1049, so I will get the mags loaded up, get 5 Fowlers through the MTR. We'll go straight into those when we get back with that third set of group. Okay, I've moved the camera for a couple reasons here. One, the mower, it shouldn't pick up more of that noise. And then two, you can actually like see the range and like my little setup here, what I'm doing. But anyways, I've got 5 Fowlers down the MTR. Man, I really like this rifle. I really hope it shows up with some good ammo. But if it's gonna be super picky and the RPR shoots just as good, you know, I'm not gonna be chasing that extra like 0.2 MOA or whatever it is for an double the price of the ammo. If the RPR is going to do it with the cheaper ammo, then I don't know. I didn't buy this to like buy a new barrel for it, right? I bought it because it was supposed to be the best kind of out of the box shooting rifle on the market, and I'm just not that impressed with it so far. I'm going to measure up the groups after this, but from what it looks like, the RPR is actually doing a little bit better than it is. So I don't know. Hopefully this lot of Eley match will do the trick though. 1049. I did buy a full brick of this, 500 rounds. So hopefully this is the stuff that shows up. So we're gonna start at the top, work our way left to right. Got my 5 Fowlers. Let's go. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go over to the bench, get these measured up, and see where we landed. Okay, so here we go. First up, we had the CZ with the team versus the RPR with the team. You can see there we had an average of 0.55 for the CZ, 0.72. Low group was the CZ with the 0.38. So the CZ did come out on top on that lot. We come down here, and we have got the CZ with a 0.73 and the RPR with a 0.49. A couple flyers on that last group made it a 0.55, but we had a 0.38. That was the low group of the day. Very nice. That group of match, 1044, will be dedicated to the RPR. And we come over here, we've got CZ versus RPR with that 1049 group of match. Average on the CZ 0.54 with a low of 0.45. And then we've got average of 0.74 with the RPR, low of a 0.61 on that last one. Had a couple flyers, some weird stringing going on that last group. Just to compare those two groups a match, you can see there had some wild ones out of the CZ on that last group, but all in all it was, I don't know, average. Alright, so let's talk about it a little bit here before we shut it down. First thing I'm going to say is I thought I was going to be getting a lot better groups with both of these rifles. And I thought the scope was going to be holding me back on the RPR a lot more than it apparently did. The last group of the first run on the RPR with the team, where it shot that 1.03, I was like, man, that's got to be that scope. But I think that's just the team, you know, it might have a flyer out of a box or something like that, you know. Where the match is going to be a lot closer throughout the whole box and throughout the pack. I will say the lube on both the team and the match, it's like Vaseline. So I mean, trying to load these sticky little buggers is kind of a deal. But yeah, anyway, the CZ came on top with that first group with a 0.55. The RPR came out on that first lot of match with a 0.49. So I mean, just looking at it, the RPR was definitely in the lead coming into the last group. And on the last group, the CZ did edge it out. And I think I had one that was a 4-shot group and then one that was a 6-shot group. But I mean, it was all in line. You know, that 5th shot on the 0.45 group might have thrown it, you know, to a 0.5 or 0.55 or something, but I think the average would have came out pretty close anyway. Of course, the RPR had some horizontal and vertical stringing depending on which group you're looking at. 0.74. I don't know. I'm just a little disappointed in both of them. I thought I was going to be shooting into the 0.3s, 0.4s like on a regular basis, like it'd be no big deal. with really good ammo and precision rifles. And I thought the CZ would be handily outperforming the RPR, which it just isn't. You know, it's doing a good job. It did win this battle. The RPR may be handicapped by the scope. I'm getting a new one, so I may revisit this test and just do the match that the RPR liked versus the match lot that the CZ liked, and go head-to-head like that with the same scope on there. But let me know down there in the comments if that's something you want to see, if you're into 22s or getting into 22s, like if you want some kind of tips and tricks from a beginner point of view. I mean, that's what I'm trying to give here. You know, if you're buying one of these precision rifles expecting to get little, you know, they all go in the same hole, tack driver type of situations, I'm just not seeing that. I'm not experiencing that. Maybe the rifle quality has come down from what it was, or, you know, who knows? Maybe I'm just not a great shooter, even though I've shot tens of thousands of rounds of 22 in my lifetime. You know, anyways, some of the groups showed that you know, I am capable if the rifle's capable and the ammo's capable. But I think that's the trifecta, right? You've got ammo, rifle, and you. So I think I was doing an okay job, and the rifles did an okay job, and the ammo did an okay job. But that's pretty much it. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today on Man Time. You like this type of stuff? Get out there, have you some man time too.